Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode, Cause We Geeked, where we encourage you to stay geeks. Listen, man, it is the man that's trying to decide should this right here be a Jedi or a Mandalorian. It is your boy, Real.
It's your boy, Will.
Yes, sir, guys. Listen, we got a good one for y'all today. We're gonna talk a little bit of One Piece. We just both finished it, so I'm gonna let y'all know now. Spoilers are ahead, but we'll be talking about One Piece live action show on Netflix, and also, guys, we're gonna have just like a general conversation, kind of give y'all guys an idea what some of our favorite movies are, or some of our favorite moments in movies. By give you our 5 favorite geek moments in movies. Now, cause with all that out the way, man, you ready to get into it, man?
Yeah, man, let's get into
Yes, sir. Listen, guys. So heads up. Heads up.
it.
This is how we get down. If y'all have not seen this show yet, I suggest that you go watch the show, come back and let us know what you think. But until then, spoilers.
Spoilers.
You've been warned. You've been warned. All right, man. So, cuz, let's give our thoughts on One Piece. What's your what's your
Uh,
what's your reaction to it, man?
we had already put the caveat out last week that we hadn't watched the animated show. I know for sure I hadn't.
Yeah, I haven't either.
And then you had message me and said, "Yo, One Piece, you need to watch it. You're welcome." It's like, okay. Since you put it out like that, let me see what this thing talking about. So I go ahead, flip over to Netflix, and just wanted to see what it's talking about because like the animated show it had been around for a long time, ton of episodes, but it just hadn't watched it. It just hadn't been my thing to stop and watch it. But this show, it was catchy. It was really good. It was like going from episode to episode. It would just hook you,
Yep.
going from him being his major thing was I'm gonna be the king of pirates. I'm gonna find the One Piece. I'm find basically the pirate Gold Roberts. Gold Roberts, something like that. Gold Roberts, treasure, and it has basically all his treasure, and it's all in one
You talking about
spot.
the Pirate King treasure?
Yeah, the Pirate King. Yeah, gonna find all his treasure and become the Pirate King, and so, but he's gonna do pirating different. He's not gonna be like ruthless like everyone sees the pirates. He's actually gonna be helping people, stopping bad guys, while still in route of becoming the Pirate King. And so start off with the gets him being the boat is sinking. So he has to hop into a barrel to survive and just float. Like, it's just incredible. What caught me off guard was when he was fighting the first pirate, that lady,
The lady, yeah.
and he stretches like, oh, it's different. As soon as that happens, like, what? Oh, I'm gonna have to continue with this. So yeah, just going from episode to episode, him dealing with these other pirates that have different powers, from a clown pirate that breaks apart, a butler pirate that has knife blades, the shark pirates, or manfish or man
Yeah, the
sharks.
fishman. Yeah, the
Yeah,
fishman.
fishmen. The really strong, tough
Arlong.
skin. Yeah, he was a beast. But, really tough, and then he even had the old timer that was the chef of the cooking
Oh
pirates.
yeah.
Yeah, who went through his day, and he basically turned the leaf as well, just to be overall. Hey, if there's someone hungry, you feed them. That's the bottom line. What it is. So just being able to see the overall shows, it was really great. Like I said, hadn't seen animated, so don't really have that comparison as far as like if they really stuck to the source material. I hope they did because it was really good. I'm just like it was really good. So I hope they did stay close to the source material. But it was a really fun watch. It was just. I think it's just worth everyone take the time. Like you didn't like I benched it in essentially like a day
Yeah,
or over a period of 24 hours or
2 days.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but I
Well, yeah.
but yeah, I definitely recommend everyone, especially this weekend, outside of this football that's going on and whatnot, to try to get throw in an episode or two per day and just enjoy yourself. I think you'll really enjoy it. What about you?
Yeah, I agree with you. It's funny. You
Mm.
said the source material and all that. So this show got me going back to watch the actual One Piece,
Oh, okay,
the
okay,
animated series. Listen,
yeah.
it might be from the creators of Dragon Ball because it has a lot of
Ooh,
sensibilities of Dragon Ball. Think about it, right?
yeah,
One Piece,
yeah,
Dragon Ball. Luffy is like
yeah.
this kind-hearted, main character or whatever that wants to go help
Goku.
people, right? And if like
Yep.
you see evil doing wrong to innocent people, they get real mad and they got to defend those people. That's kind of how Luffy is, right? And
Yeah. Yep.
band of characters that he's met and became family to him throughout his journey, just like in Dragon Ball,
Yep.
So,
Oh, man.
uh, the thing too, like you said, I always thought that all the characters had powers in One Piece. You know what I'm saying? I never really watched. I just thought they did.
Yeah.
Come to find out, they got their power from the dragon fruit. They got different types of power from dragon fruit. But
Yeah.
the thing that they didn't iterate in the show is you remember that part when Luffy fell in the water and couldn't get back out of the water. Somebody had
Yeah,
to come.
yeah, yeah. The salt water. Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens is they get powers, but they lose the ability to swim. That's not
Uh,
that wasn't explained. That's in the animated
yeah,
anime or whatever. So
yeah.
or the manga, whatever which one it is. But yeah, that's explained in there. That because
Okay.
matter of fact, Boofy the clown explained that in the anime. He's like, yeah, you get these great powers or whatever, but you end up losing your ability to swim. And he said he
Yeah.
got mad at so the pirate that gave Luffy his hat in the show was friends, I guess you could say, with Boofy
Yeah.
before all the stuff that happened with Luffy and them. And so
Yeah.
he's mad at him. Like he doesn't hate him. He's just mad at him because he was like thinking about eating the fruit, but he kind of
Yeah.
snuck up on him and accidentally ate it. So now he lost his ability to swim.
Uh,
So he's kind of mad, like,
yeah.
dang it, man. But then he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna instead of me, going out to sea and pillaging people, I'm just gonna pillage people on land. That was his thing. And so
Yeah.
so he had ate the fruit or whatever. I guess he didn't want to. He was thinking about it or whatever. He was just kind of wanted to see what the fuss was about. But yeah, so a
Yeah.
lot of them guys have like the abilities from the devil fruit or whatever. The devil fruit gives you powers, but it takes away your ability to swim. Which is crazy. It
Okay.
was like Luffy. I don't think Luffy knows that yet. Because from what I've watched so far on One Piece, he doesn't know that yet. He just like I said, he's
Yeah.
just like this carefree kid. He got these powers and want to be a pirate or whatever and help people. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, like I said, it's close. There are some differences from what I've seen so far. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm,
but yeah, like I said, you gotta be watching the anime now because that show was so good. I know you probably saw it throughout all the way through. You saw that there's gonna be a season 2, so that's a good thing.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you heard of Jamie Lee Curtis. She wants to be part of it now. Did you hear about that?
For real?
Yeah,
Nah.
I thought I sent
That's
that to you.
awesome.
Yeah, she want to be part of it now. For season, she want to be part of season 2. I don't even know when they gonna shoot season 2 because the strikes and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, man, it was a good show, man. I forgot what made me watch it. I think I was sitting around doing something, and I was like, you know what? No, I know what it was. I think we just finished the show, and we talked math show, and I was like, you know what? I'm up, just find something to watch. And so I was like, let me just catch at least one episode, just see what they're talking about. So,
Yeah.
because I heard people saying it was good or whatever, but I was like, let me just see what they're talking about, man. Saw the first episode, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. It's when I text you, I said, watch One Piece, and you're welcome.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was
Definitely.
pretty good, man. I
Definitely.
liked it. I definitely recommend it, man. Um, like scale of 1 to 10, what do you give it, man?
I give it a good 8.2 ish, because I feel like it has good rewatchability. It's a funny show, and like I said, it's well written. It pulls you in, just especially the characters. Yes, they do a great job of giving you the backstory of the main characters, Luffy and his friends that becomes his crew. And they do a really great job of giving you to get a better understanding of them as they move in, as to why they are the way that they are. So I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I give it a strong 8.2.
I wonder if he's gonna like get more familiar with his abilities throughout the show. Because I feel like
He
in the
has to.
anime he can do a little bit more
Yeah,
than he
I feel
do in
like
the
they
show.
are. Yeah,
Cause like a
because
lot of stuff he just did was to like just stretch his arms and like legs and stuff. That's it. Like in this one, like he can
yeah,
like twist his body and can
yeah,
expand his body. Like well, he expanded his body in the show, but like it's just
yeah,
some things he can do. Like he's bulletproof too. Like 'cause he's made out of rubber. So
yeah.
like they didn't show a lot of that in the live action version. But yeah, like I said, man, if they can, I mean, that'd be nice. Like kind of just keep expanding on his powers and stuff, man. Because I think
Hmm.
throughout the time his powers do grow. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a pretty good show, man. I definitely recommend people to go watch it, man. If, if you're into that type of stuff, I definitely liked it. Like I said, watched that first episode and I got hooked. Like Cuz said, got hooked ever
Mm.
since. And
Yeah.
yeah,
What you rate it?
I'm gonna give it like a 7.8.
Okay.
Pretty good, pretty
Yeah.
good. Like I
Like
said,
this is
I'm ready
very
for
it's
I'm ready for season
consistent.
2. I'm already ready for
Yeah.
season 2.
Yep.
But yeah, man. You got anything else you want to add to it, man?
It's it's a really fun show, but yeah, 8.2, yeah, 7.8 to 8.2. Yeah, I think that's perfect for it.
All right, man. This is a
Boom.
good part of the show here because
Yeah, man.
gotta let the folk. We gotta ask you this question here, man. Since you're into movies about as much as I am, we grew up on these type of movies, this
Yeah,
type
man.
of genre. I'm gonna ask you this one question, man. What are your 5 favorite geek moments in movies? Cause
So, what was tough for me, I didn't want it to be heavy recency bias. But it's also tough to not have recency bias
yeah,
because we actually having all the movies that's dropping now, and they've been really fun to watch, especially like when it's the great moments. It's been the great moments for it. It's just the overall the it's been so of course it's been like a ton of geek moments, but the ones that I chose for this is just ones that either had me like wanting to heavily celebrate in a movie theater or gasp or like just those types of moments. So that's where I came when it comes to my top five. So number five for me is the Spider-Man trio and Spider-Man No Way Home. Being able to see all three on the screen together was to me one of the greatest moments of uh, just comic book history.
hmm
We had the original when it came to Tobey Maguire, had the short-lived for Andrew Garfield, because everyone knows is like Andrew was fantastic as Spider Man, just didn't have the amazing writing to be able to get the third one, but hopefully be able to get the third one now because of the hype train. But he definitely deserved the third one because he is a really great Spider Man, great actor.
yeah. I think they gave on that. I
And
think they gave on that franchise too fast, man.
way
They
too
they
fast.
panicked,
Because
but
he
it's all
definitely,
good.
yeah, but yeah, he definitely deserved a third one. Then you got the Tom Holland. When he was put together for the MCU, but now starting to go into his own, which they're now calling it Spider-Man One, since he's for the most part supposed to be separated from the MCU, since people on Earth had forgot who he was. So I think that just being able to have them on screen fighting together, the different just the multiverse with it as well. It was just fantastic. That was a cheering moment. Being able to see Andrew flip through, being able to see Toby step through, and then having them to fight together. First messing up, not being able to fight together because for the most part they really don't. Especially Toby and Andrew really don't team up with anybody.
Yeah,
And he had the time say, "Yeah, yeah, I played with a great team, the greatest superheroes ever, the Avengers."
The Avengers,
Oh,
like, oh, okay.
yeah. Oh,
Who's that?
this is a band. So yeah, it's, just the nerdum between them, and just the overall. I just feel like it was like an instant friendship between them as well. So that was by far one of the greatest moments to me when it came to comic book history. Another great one. We've talked about this moment several times on here. Is the Batman Warehouse. Uh, Ben Affleck as Batman has is by far one of the best castings. I remember like the vitriol that he received because like uh, if it came down to it, if you wanted Ben Affleck as an actor or a writer, for a movie, it's hands down you want him as a writer. Dude can write when it comes to movies, write and direct when it comes to the movies. But when it came to Batman, dude was on it. He was big, bruising, just he personified what you want as Batman. It was Batman, and he had the mask for Bruce Wayne, even, and he played Wayne really well. But the Batman character was fantastic, and that fight scene in the warehouse where he was walking through folks, yo, that's my
Literally walking through
that's
folks.
walking through them. That's my Batman. That is my Batman. That was the moment. It's like this is what we've been waiting for, not just Batman that can barely move around, smoke
What? You don't like the you
cigarettes
don't
a
like the way
day.
you can't move your head. You like I gotta turn my shoulder.
It's
You say what you
not.
say?
Yeah,
You say what now?
exactly.
Oh, okay.
It's exactly. It's like for that particular Batman, the villains were great. That's what made that franchise, that trilogy, the Batman Begins trilogy. The villains were fantastic. Batman could have been a lot better. This Batman was marvelous. The bruising, the smart, the fighting, like he was on it. To me, this is like the pure source material of Batman. Yeah, when it came to just beating folks, he held up. It was amazing for it. But yeah, I just absolutely loved it. And uh, like to be honest, I didn't know that it was a comic strip for that fight until you had told me about it, and just seeing that and then seeing what they went through for it.
Yeah.
Source material situation, and they absolutely killed it. I don't care anybody say that is by far a great. That is what you want your Batman to be: is a big bruiser, breaking people. He
Actually,
absolutely
that Batman
broke.
was just a that Batman was betrayed from the Dark Knight comic
Uh,
book by Frank Miller. That's why you
yeah,
saw like that his suit is pretty much taken from the Dark Knight. That big Batman symbol on his chest and all that.
yeah,
Yeah, that's all taken from the that's my favorite. I don't know why. I guess because of the movie, but that's like my
yeah.
favorite Batman symbol. I got that shirt, so I
Yeah,
had to
it's
get
a
that
good
one.
one. It's a great one. But yeah, that was the on the edge of your seat, just watching him just walk through people. I absolutely loved it. Like that's my Batman. And from that moment forward, it was like I don't care who y'all can be mad at Ben Affleck or whatever. He's forever my Batman with what he did on just that scene alone. It was fantastic. All right. My number three is Tony Stark and Thanos at the fight in Infinity War. Uh, it was hands down a great fight. Tony going all out, knowing that basically uh, it was sacrificing himself to be able. This was like the original sacrifice to go to his planet to do everything he could to beat Thanos. And when he got stabbed, I audibly gasped.
Everybody
Like,
did.
yeah, like
I remember
my
yelling out, "No!"
yeah, like my wife was sitting next to me, and she was just she still remembers me just everything for that moment because it's that was something like you knew that there was another end game coming. You knew that it was coming down to like we're gonna start losing superheroes soon,
Yeah,
and when it hit, it was like, oh no, like you can't tell me he's going to be essentially the first one to go down with that
yeah.
moment.
Cause my wife kept saying
Uh,
before the movie started, she was hearing like, "I'm telling you, he gonna die and stuff." So when that happened, I'm like, "God dang it, man!" She might be
yeah,
right.
like it was. Yeah, it had me shook. It was like, so this, like I said, take that moment was take. It would take my breath away. Like, and that's why I have it on this list. Like the overall fight was fantastic, but that moment, uh, Tony's having the nanobites coming up, trying to protect him, and then
Hmm.
tried to get into some hits into Thanos. Just broke it in right in. So, that's like every I can keep watching that part and it stuns me. Like I know it's coming. I know it's coming, and it's still like hard to just get over it. Like that's
Right.
how well they did that moment, and absolutely love them for it. This is stunning. Uh, they I think they that's what also like you when you hear stuff like that as far as like the possibility of Tony going down, like it kind it for the most part would have killed that situation, but that's why like I love what we started doing where it gets to the point where you just stop dealing with content creation and all the rumors and stuff. It's like I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go in here, fresh
Yeah,
brain.
and sometimes
Just
it be hard depending on the
yeah.
movies, man. Like if it's something like this,
Oh
as
yeah.
huge as this, you're like, God, dang it, you
Yeah.
gotta try to literally don't do anything. Like don't go on social media, nothing, cause you gotta
Yep.
dodge, man.
Yep.
YouTube is
Got
real big with that,
dodge.
man.
Exactly. Got to be like a dodgeball. Got
Spoilers,
to
spoilers, 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 spoilers. I saw this, I saw that. Like, bro, come on, man,
yeah,
chill, bro.
constantly got to put up doggone blockers when it comes to social media. But yeah, it was this moment was just amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Another great one for me. Gonna for this
Mm.
particular one, I'm going to have to combo it. All right, this I have to combo. All right, so we got Darth Vader for Rogue One. All right, so I know this is movies, but I still got to miss the other one. All right, so for this Rogue One, when he was walking through, this is another walkthrough situation of people.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I think this is one of the moments as far as when it came to the updated Star Wars, where we actually had an opportunity to see Vader's power.
Yeah,
When he just showed up, it was the darkness. He hit the saber. It was like, oh, it's about to go down, and
I got
he
that. I
just
got that
started.
shirt. I should have put that shirt
Yeah.
on. I got that shirt.
Like this is by far one of my favorite Star Wars moment. Like, and actually, not even like it's on this list because actually, just one of the greatest moments of just overall geekdom. But just true Star Wars moment was this sequence of him just walking through.
Now you said walking through. He literally walked through cats. This is the
Walk
literal
through like
definition of him just walking through cats.
through cast through doors like he walked through. Uh, every time Vader, like to me, Vader is one of the greatest. Uh, so we call him a villain. All right. There was an interview with George Lucas about him not necessarily being a villain, but the
Hmm.
victim, and end up being the hero. Because the whole thing for Anakin and was that he
Okay.
was to uh, balance the Force,
Oh, and
and
technically
but
he did.
exactly with his kids
And
and
then killing
everything like
Palpatine. Well,
exactly. So yeah, so essentially, yeah, he ended up bringing balance to the force. He did it in a different way than what was expected, but essentially he did what was expected. But just we're just gonna put him in a bubble as being a villain. Okay, to me, Vader is one of the greatest villains in
cinematic history.
movies, shows, like over across the board. When he is on screen, when I hear that breathing, my heart races. Like it's an instant, like because you know, like
He not
something
coming
bad
here.
gonna happen.
He not coming here to play with nobody, bro. I'm not
Exactly,
playing
like
with you
he
today.
is like folks are about to get snuffed out. I don't
Yep.
know who all is going to get it, but folks about to get snuffed out, and it happens consistently. But one moment that I do have to mention, it's from the TV show, but
Hmm.
I have to mention it was from Obi-Wan when he stopped this spaceship when it was getting ready to take off. He stopped it, brought it back to the ground, and took the side out. Like that
Yeah.
was a show of strength. Like it was like I
That
am
might
that
been that
dude.
might have been like Vader's peak powers, I think.
Exactly.
I know
Like
I know that I know
that
that
was.
before technically before New Hope, but I mean I think that was like the peak of
Mhm.
his powers, bro.
Yeah, like it was. I am that dude. I am him. It's where everyone says like I am him or he's
Hmm.
him. Like he's that dude. He is him. Like he was. Like I was just stuck. Just watching like whoa. Like this is what we've been needing to see when it came to Vader was his true power, and
Right.
absolutely I believe that as well that was the peak. Like this was yo y'all keep messing with me, I'm gonna show y'all what it do. And he bringing it back down to the ground. He absolutely did that. So yeah, loved it. Absolutely loved it. And the my number one where I feel like it
Drum
will
roll.
be a ton of people.
Uh-huh.
Avengers Assemble. Avengers
20 and a
Assemble.
half years later.
Man, listen. This so it just starts off it begins with uh, Falcon when they open the portal. Black Panther, Shuri, and Okoye step through, and then Falcon flies through. The relief that you can see in Captain America's face, the anticipation, like I can still just remember just sitting there, like we've reached the pinnacle of essentially 2 decades of movie watching for this moment in history.
No, actually, it was a
And
decade. It was like 20 movies though.
yeah, I'm counting in the hoax as well, the early 2000s.
Oh,
But now you're right. It's like 10 years for the MCU. But yeah, but across all the movies, shows, like it was the pinnacle. This is what I've been building up to, being able to hear those words on the screen from him before the largest fight within the MCU was amazing. The just joy of it all was this. This is when Marvel was at their best, like,
hmm.
and this is what they're trying to get back to is something to this effect of um, major moments, building up to major moments. That's what they're trying to do with the Kang, but that was lightning in a bottle. Like I guess you really can't say lightning in a bottle since they built to it, but
Do you think they
like it
did
was
that on
just
purpose
what you mean.
to have him
Uh,
say Avengers Assemble at that moment,
oh
like the last game? I've been saying because remember he almost did it in at the end of what was it Age of Ultron? He almost did it.
yeah, yeah.
Um, like I wonder if they did that on purpose. I wonder if they saved that for the last.
I
Okay,
think they did. Yeah, absolutely. Especially because that's been as of now that was his final movie. Uh, absolutely, absolutely. I believe that they waited. Yeah, exactly. I believe that they waited for him. Waited. They created that moment for him to do that. Then it was perfect. It was perfect timing. I think if it would have happened sooner, it would have brought it down just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit. But with that being truly the first time being said, having that fight sequence, the fight before it with the trio against Thanos, and then having everybody back to fight, oh, it was amazing. So when it comes to my top five, like these are the reason why with these moments I can literally keep watching these movies just for
For those moments.
these moments. Like
Yeah.
I watched the whole movie just for these moments, and every time I watch these moments, I feel like it's special. It's like it feels like it's the first time I've seen it, and it to me it holds very dear to me. Just the nerdom. Like this is what we've grown up with. Just the comic books, the cartoons. Uh, this has been special to us, and these moments are truly special to me. So when it comes to it, but for this Avengers Assemble is the greatest moment to me when it comes to comic book movies and or nerdum movies, and they absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed
Not a
it.
bad list, cuz.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert. Couple of your picks is on my list.
because they're great
Uh
moments. They're great
yeah.
moments.
Like you said, these are moments that just kind of stuck with you after you left the movies, or these are moments for me that I've gone on YouTube and watched a million times on YouTube.
Yeah,
These are like I said, these are just those moments, man, that stick out to you. Let me just get to my list, man. I got a lot I want to talk about on these. So
yeah,
my number 5 moment is a moment that kind of like reopened like the geek moments for me in movies.
yeah,
And that is the Obi-Wan Darth Maul fight in Star
Ooh,
Wars episode 1 Phantom Menace.
yeah,
This was like when we grew up, we watched the original Star Wars. We saw how like it was very, you know, methodical with the lightsaber fights. With this one, man, this was the first time we saw them actually moving, man, like just really fighting.
yeah.
And shout out to Parker right there as Darth Maul. You know, he's a martial artist in real life, so I know he probably helped with the choreograph for this.
Oh,
Man, with Darth
absolutely.
Maul, I mean, man, listen, when they fought at the Qui Gon Jinn got stabbed, and him and Obi-Wan started going at it, bro, I was just like, yo. I was like,
Yeah,
okay, this is a lightsaber fight right here. This is what we got
yeah,
to look forward to going forward. I'm down, you know.
yeah,
But yeah, nah, like I said, that was the moment right there, man. And that was the first. That moment was so big too because remember that was the first time we got Star Wars back in like I think
yeah.
like 20
After
something
all that
years or something
time.
like that. Yeah. Cause the last one I think was in 87, the last Star
Yeah,
Wars movie, I believe. I could be wrong. We got that Star Wars. I think Phantom Menace came out in 99.
yeah,
So yeah,
around.
like I was like, yo, this you got me so. I know. Right now, the prequels are like a running joke, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about the prequels as a whole. I'm just talking about that moment in the movie. I was like, yo, that I turned up
yeah,
on that one, bro. Speaking of Star Wars, this is another moment right here, man, that was pretty huge for me. That had me like, God dang. And that
yeah.
was Yoda versus Palpatine, man. Like that fight in the
No,
Senate. Like
yes.
he was throwing like those little Senate like little round
The
table things at him and stuff, man. I was just like,
yeah,
it was a fight because you wanted to see the two most powerful, Sith and Jedi's going at it. You know what I mean? So I got to, we got to see that or whatever. I thought Yoda. I was like, man, nah, Yoda more powerful. 'Cause I thought Palpatine was just all talk. You know,
yeah.
I mean, he's strong in the Force, but like he's not really a fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He actually just uses his mind or whatever, and
Yeah,
Force lightning and all that stuff. I thought Yoda was more because we seen Yoda put that work in against Count Dooku the first time he fought Yoda. He came there with that little stick.
yep.
Came in there with that little stick, all little and thing. We thinking like, oh man, what are you gonna do? Joker threw that stick, got the flip and all over the place. I'm like, what? I said, okay, Yoda. All right. This is Yoda. I'm like,
He
this is Yoda at
came
the age of like
ready.
500 or whatever he was.
Yeah,
But yeah, man. Yeah, that moment right there, man. That was a fight right there. I was like, I think that was something we all were looking forward to in that series. Like, yo, let's finally get these two to fight. They're, like I
yeah,
said, the two most powerful in their positions. You know what I'm saying? So just to kind of see them do their thing, man. That was huge for me. Um, this one right here, cause next up is a really really huge moment for me, man. I've seen this movie 115 million times in the movie theaters, and that's Superman's first flight in Man of Steel. When
yeah,
that joke, man, listen, that whole sequence when he tried to like fly, he thought he made it, and then he
yeah,
fell through that mountain or whatever, and kind of got up and was like kind of like dusting himself off, kind of looked up at the sun. You heard his father, Jor-El, kind of like saying some
Yeah.
words, and then all of a sudden you see him kneel down. When you see him kneel down, put that fist down, all of a sudden the rock start levitating around him. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, and all of a sudden he just took off. I was like,
Getting
yo,
real.
this best moment ever in a Superman movie, man. Like that
Yeah.
I love that movie, man. I don't care what nobody say. That's like my favorite movie, man. I favorite like comic book movie. I love Man Steel. The
That's
sensibilities
real
of it,
with.
man. It just
Yeah.
the pure like it just shows Superman's pure power, man, in that movie, man, and like the flight and all that stuff. It was
Yeah.
my favorite movie. One of my actually my favorite like comic book movie of all time. I love Man Steel. I watched that movie so many times. Um, but yeah, like that's my that moment, man, when he took off and then that music hit when he actually was flying. I was just like, yo, this
Yeah.
that moment might have made me go to the movie theater about 5 times to watch that movie, man, for real, bro.
Yeah. Understandable.
And now these next two, man, are pretty much the same. You got just got them in different orders.
Yeah.
Darth Vader wrote one. Cuz listen to me, man. I need you to listen to me. The reason why this movie, this scene, I've seen this scene so many times on YouTube. I'll Google it, just watch it. The
Yeah.
reason why this scene stuck with me, I've never like I watched this scene and I was scared. Like, I was scared for
Your
real
heart just
because like,
racing.
well, my heart was racing because like I told my wife this. I said I put myself in those guys' situation. Like
Mm-hmm.
the guys, like not just not just Vader himself walking through chaos. It's just also look at those guys in that situation, like the actors in that situation. They acted their butts off because like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
you got this dude like just like walking up to you, throwing you all over the place, slicing you up, and like you can't get out that room. You're scared. Like you heard the dude say, "Please help us, help us." You're like you can see
Yeah.
the actual fear in his eyes. Like, bro, that's
Mm-hmm.
powerful, bro. I mean, it's like I'm scared. I'm thinking to myself, I don't know what I would have did in that moment. Like this dude just walking up to catch, just like you see the woman that do he had to do in the sky. He walked
Yep.
past them, sliced him like that behind him, and then kept walking. I'm like, oh my god, bro. That was
Yep.
one of the most. That's the most epic scenes of all time. Rogue One is hands down my favorite Star Wars movie. By the way, that's my favorite Star Wars movie of
Oh
all
yeah,
time.
absolutely.
I know it's gonna be kind of sacrilegious to say, but listen, I'm sorry, that's my favorite movie, man. It's everything about that movie I love, man. Like I said, that little last little scene with Vader really just put it over the top, man. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Like,
Yep.
I don't know what I would have did in that moment, bro. Like I said, every time I watch that scene, I think of myself like in that moment, like, bro, I would have been scared as hell, bro. If I see this dude walking up, just throwing dudes and slicing cats, and he doing it like you said, he literally walking through cats,
Mm-hmm.
bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would have did, bro. But yeah, and number one, the Batman warehouse scene. Listen, cuz you got this like number 4 or whatever on your list. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
This scene right here is the reason why. I mean, now it's kind of going back and forth because of what Michael Keaton did, but this is why for the longest, like for a while here, he was my favorite Batman.
Yeah.
We've never seen Batman do this in a movie. We literally, I remember, I think we always go see the movie together, and I think I remember saying like, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah.
When they showed that part where Alfred dropped him off up on the second floor, and he went
Yep.
through that window and it got dark. And
Yep.
also you see the bad guy just standing around. And all of a sudden the floor explodes. He comes up, shoots up. Like they don't know where he is. They think he down up under in that hole. He's sitting right on top of them. Got throwing a little disc to kind of turn off their guns or whatever. When he went down there and started putting them in, like all of a sudden I think they knocked his grappling gun out of his hand.
Yeah.
He started putting that work in. I remember too. This is the thing that stuck out to me too. I remember the guy who choreographed this fight. He was in this movie, by the way. He said that he kind of mentioned something about this before the movie when they're doing like behind the scenes and all that. He was saying that, look, this is gonna be a different Batman from what y'all are used to. He said y'all used to like remember Michael Keaton's Batman was kind of like Terminator. Like he was he'll walk slow and all that stuff, and he pretty much his presence probably pretty much scared you, right? Like he really wasn't a big fighter or whatever. Yeah. And so he said with this one, and Christian Bale's Batman was not like that either. Like remember Christian Bale's Batman was like it's like okay, like how you beat people up with these slow moves or whatever, right? And the guy mentioned that he said, "No, it's not gonna be like Christian Bale Batman. This is gonna be a different Batman. You actually gonna see Batman's hand-to-hand skills or whatever. I'm like, okay, see what he's talking
Yeah.
about. But when I saw
You,
that warehouse scene after that, I said, oh, okay, I see what the dude was talking about now. Like, bruh, I watched that scene so many times on YouTube, bro. Like, oh my god, I love that scene, bro. My favorite scene of all time, the Batman warehouse scene.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, like you said, Ben Affleck pretty much embodying the Return of Dark Knight, Batman, and he did a great job, man. I hate that we don't get another man. I would That's why that scene got me hyped for Batman versus Deathstroke. We would have saw
yeah,
in Ben Affleck's Batman movie, bro. I was so
yeah,
ready for that movie, man. That might be the biggest like what if of all time when it comes to movies, bro. Like
yeah,
what if they had to get that movie? And then you constantly hearing people who like were attached to it saying like, "Yo, this is one of the greatest Batman scripts we ever seen in our life." And like you hear the people saying like, "Yo, I seen clips and like art and all that stuff for the movie." They said, "Yo, this
yeah.
movie's gonna be epic." I'm like, God, dang, why would they get that movie, man?
Yep, that probably would have saved the ECU.
Man, who telling, bro? Oh my god, I think Ben Affleck got burned out with it and stuff. Of course,
Yeah,
toxic fans and all that stuff just kind of turned him away from it and stuff. And
yeah,
it's a movie they're gonna never get, bro. I kind of wish. I hope that they kind of take sensibilities of it and in the new Batman Brave and the Bold movie that comes out. I hope
yeah,
they kind of take some from it, man. But I doubt it. I think James Gunn's gonna probably be in charge of writing the script and all that stuff. So, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, that's my number one favorite moment, bro. Is the Batman. Man, that warehouse scene is so fire, bro. But
yeah,
yeah, man. Those are our five favorite geek moments in movies, man. Great list. Like I said, man, you had some pretty good ones on there. Like I forgot about the end game scene when Cap said "Avengers
uh-huh,
Assemble." I'm still mad
yeah,
about that, bro, because he yelled out "Avengers" and then it said,
yeah,
"It's like why'd you whisper assemble? Like just say assemble,
yeah.
yell out
That,
assemble too. That
yeah,
add that punch
that's
to
a
it."
good. Yeah, yeah,
I think I remember too being in the movies when he yelled it. I was like, he said "Avengers" and then said "Assemble." I think I remember saying like, "Bro, really? We
yeah,
waited this long for you to whisper it, bro. Like, yell that thing out too, man. Like,
yeah.
how
Get it all.
how
Get
the
all.
people
Say what you said.
how the Dora Milaje back there in the back, bro, way back there gonna hear you say a symbol? Like, come on, bro. But yeah, man. You got anything else you want to add, man?
For the Rogue One, when me and Jay were doing the Cowboy show,
Yeah, you made a
we
and
would
he
do
lost
our
a bet and he watched.
bets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he enjoyed it. That's been, as far as I know, he might have also watched the uh, what is it? Which one it was? Forget the name of it. But as far as I know, this was the only Star Wars movie show that he's watched from that bed, and he loved it. Because like I already like I knew
Oh, you
which
saying he
ones
watched?
to.
You think he watched the what's the show from the guy that's in Rogue One? You think he watched that show? What's the name of the dang show? Blinking.
The Andor.
Andor, yeah. You saying you think he
Yeah,
watched that too?
yeah. If he watched it, he if he watched something else, it could have been Andor as well. But I know for sure he watched this one and he loved it. It's like I knew you would because this is an absolute great movie. Like
Yes.
this is railroading the action. Like it's fantastic. I mean, like if there was a movie that I would try to get you hooked onto Star Wars with, I'm starting with this one because it's so well done. But yeah, that's all I wanted to throw in. Like how great that movie is for him, for a non-Star Wars person to love it as well.
Speaking of Star Wars, man, what in the heck are you watching, man? What are you out here watching?
Man. Ahsoka, of course, it's been fire.
Oh man, the last
Still,
two
it's just
episodes for sure.
yeah, they've. It's crazy how Disney they stick to their formula when it comes to the shows. Once it hit like episode 5 and 6, they pick it up and say, "Oh, all right, now we're on the back half of the season. Time to pick it up and bring it to a close." Hopefully, they hit the landing once they do hit the season finale. But so far, Ahsoka's been killing it. Being able to we're not gonna go deep into it because we'll wait for when the season end to talk about it. But it's been great. Still have to finish. Richard didn't have a chance to. Uh, I'm about to cuss, so don't get mad at me. I haven't finished Harley Quinn yet, and I'm sorry.
Good night,
I
everybody. We're
haven't
going.
finished. I've been busy. I've been
Oh,
busy.
what
This
episode you
One
on,
Piece. I'm like at 8. So I just got
bro?
8,
You
9,
don't
and
finish
10
those
left. I
last.
know. I
You
know.
don't finish the
I
last little
know. I
three
know.
little funky donkey
I know.
episodes.
Exactly. So we can talk about it. I know. I know. I apologize, everybody. I get it done. But yeah, it's guys, like the first 7's been fantastic. Of course, like Harley show is really good. I've been rewatching Batman Beyond as well. I really
Ooh,
love it.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. It's fantastic.
One of the greatest
Then
intros of all time.
oh, absolutely. Then this upcoming week, gonna start watching Wrexham again, the documentary with Ryan Reynolds and Brian, the soccer team. Fantastic show. Recommend it for everyone. What you watching?
First of all, the creator comes out this next weekend. We're gonna catch that.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
I think Gen V comes out
yeah.
next weekend.
It's not already out.
Cuz don't play me right now, bro.
I
Don't play me right now, bro. Right now, it's time not to be
just,
time to
I
be playing.
just,
We got to
I
be
just, I
serious right now.
just, I was asking simple questions because one of my coworkers had brought it up. It's like, yo,
Oh no,
I
next
think
weekend. Oh, don't do
next week.
that, bro.
Oh, okay,
Don't
well,
you
my
do it?
bad,
Don't
man.
you do
He was
it?
talking about it. It's like, I don't remember when it
I'm
came out.
trying to
Okay, so
keep everything because I thought the creator came out this weekend because I'm hearing great
yeah,
news. I'm getting great reviews on that movie, bro.
yeah.
Um, I think Garrett Edwards directed the creator, man, and he's also the one who directed Rogue One.
Oh,
I just need you to think about that for a second.
yeah,
I'm hearing like a great sci-fi movie, and I'm like, yo, if it's got a lot
yeah,
of sensibilities like Rogue One, I'm in there.
yeah,
But yeah,
exactly.
we definitely gonna see that. We saw The Nun yesterday.
How was it?
Uh, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah. I'm not gonna see it, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's not
big
bad.
into those.
It was one of the moments like my wife just wanted to go see a movie, and it was like it was out. So yeah,
Yeah,
it was either that or Expendables 4, and I heard Expendables 4 is bad. So
yeah, I've
I
heard.
can wait on Expendables 4.
Yeah.
Um, what else am I watching? Oh, I'm starting to watch the One Piece animated show.
Mhm.
Sorry, not animated. I'm sorry, anime. I don't know why I said animated. Um, what else? What am I watching? There's something. I feel like there's something else I'm watching. Oh, I keep forgetting Ahsoka, bro. I'm watching Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Like I said, that like you said, last 2 episodes, man, had been fire. Feel like there's something else I'm missing, bro. I think there was something I was gonna say, but I don't remember. I think that's it. Oh, so the new Ninja Turtles movie is now on Paramount. I was watching that.
And I've been streaming.
I didn't finish it though. I didn't finish it because I ended
Uh,
up going to bed. But yeah, I think I'm on that
I'm
part
not.
where Superfly they first met Superfly and them. It's in that
Yeah,
bowling alley and all that. I think I'm on that
yeah.
part.
They
Um,
wilding out.
yeah. So I haven't got to the part where we turn into super duper fly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's such
I
a
gotta
great
finish
movie.
that too. Yeah, it's a great movie. Like I said, I watched One Piece, of course. We talked about that. And I think that's it, bro. Yeah, I can't think of anything. I'm trying to run down streaming services in my head.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
so much great TV out.
yeah. I think that's about it, bro. That's about it. I ain't got no more movies. I don't
Uh,
think so. If I do, I think I'll remember it later.
yeah.
But yeah, man.
With the strikes going on, it makes it hard to remember what you're watching because a lot of it you've probably been watching for a while and nothing new really dropping right now. That's what TV
Mm.
shows. I
So
also want to mention that they did meet. Uh, CEOs did meet up with the writers and actors to discuss being able to come to an agreement. So haven't heard anything that because I think that was what Tuesday, Wednesday that they had met. Haven't
What's
heard
today?
anything since.
Saturday. So yeah,
Yeah,
Thursday was Thursday, I think. Well, it
yeah,
was excuse me. It was supposed to come to an agreement by Thursday, but they extended it
yeah,
one more day. That was yesterday, so I haven't heard anything after that. They were supposedly they were
yeah,
close
yeah.
for
They
the for
should be
the
because
they were close for the writers. I didn't hear about the actors. I think it was the writers they were close on, but
yeah,
yeah.
well, they should be because they're losing more money than what they would have lost if they
Oh,
would
did
have
you hear
just
about
kept
how
letting
much
them.
it's got up to?
What?
Almost 6 billion. Would it be?
Mm, see, that's what I'm saying. Like it would have been
And
cheaper just to give them already
you
give them the
you know what's
service
funny
because
too?
about that.
I was listening to John Campia's show, and somebody had mentioned what I mentioned here on the show. It's like, remember when I told you the studios were like, oh, we're just gonna wait them out, and they're gonna starve and blah blah blah.
Or
Somebody they met
yeah,
Chris Carr mentioned that on John's show, and I said the exact same thing. Remember, y'all were the one who said, oh, we're gonna wait you out and starve you and blah blah blah.
yeah,
And now you losing, like, you hemorrhaging money over here. And now it's
hmm
like, you know what? Hey, y'all want to talk about this deal?
yeah,
Like,
exactly. Exactly. I don't think they realize how the resolution of these people and the importance of this is. And when people are resolute and come together for this, it's powerful because especially when you have the public are able to donate to the strikers to be able to help them for the day to day and things like that, help with the family, just overall. Like and America is about the workers. Like no matter what the politicians
yep,
and these billionaires are about, people like us support people like them. Like it's just that's what it is. We support each other when it comes to stuff like that because we want folks to get paid. That's just what it is. We want normal folks to get paid, and that's just what it is. So I'm loving it. Them hemorrhaging money like that.
but yeah, man. But yeah, you got anything else you want to add before we roll out?
No, I mean, that's all I got for today.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all guys already know how this works, man. We will be back here next Saturday to talk about more things geeked. Uh, there's nothing yeah, there's really nothing big coming out yet, man. I think the next big kind of like geek movie probably coming out. I mean, the creator's coming out, but I don't think that's a lot of people gonna watch that like that.
Yeah,
Um, like I said, Gen B coming out next year, but I mean next week. But we're not. I mean,
it's gonna be fun.
We could probably talk about it, but we gonna probably talk about that when the whole entire show starts or is
Yeah,
over or whatever. So, but yeah, I think the big thing coming out next gonna be like the Marvels. I guess I think they come out in like in November. So that's gonna be interesting.
yep.
Uh, dang it, no, Black Noir. I still haven't finished it, bro. I still haven't finished
I
it.
haven't started it. I'm stupid. I haven't
Uh,
started it.
I keep saying I'm gonna finish it, man. It's like every time I click on the Max app, it's like I find something else to
Yeah,
watch on there.
it's so much stuff on there. It's so
It's
much
so
stuff
much
on there.
stuff, bro, and it's like I didn't
Yeah,
finish that. I started Batman Brave and the Bold again. I didn't finish that. There was some Baki. I didn't finish Baki, and I think they got a new episode
yeah,
of because they got, like I said, they got Baki and they got Baki Hana. They got two different shows. I
yeah,
don't know how they got two different shows of the same character. That's crazy.
yeah.
And Castlevania comes out next week.
Yeah. Oh, does
See what
it?
I'm
Oh,
saying?
I
So
love me some Castlevania.
yeah, I
Yeah, I
love
gotta get caught
Castlevania,
up to.
bro.
Yeah, it's a
So
great show.
yeah, I got to catch up on that. So I mean, not catch up on that. I got to watch that when that come out. So yeah.
Yeah,
But now I'm gonna try to finish it, man. I'm gonna try to finish it. I know I'm not. I think I'm still on season. No, I'm on season 2. I think I'm on season 2. I think I'm beginning of season 2, or I'm at the end of season 1. One of them. I know I'm not nowhere close to finishing. I know that. But yeah, I
yeah,
haven't finished it yet, Black Noir. I need to get on that though.
yeah.
But yeah, man. With all that being said, guys, listen, man. It is your boy, Real.
It's your boy Will.
Yes, sir, guys. We encourage you to stay geeked out here. And we out.